Hi, Ruud. First place to start, obviously disappointing night in terms of a result. What did you make of the way your players acquitted themselves tonight?
Yeah, of course. I think the form that we're in, the sequence of games that we're in, if you have a start of a game like this, you know, it's not only hard in any situation, but especially in the situation that we're in, it makes it extra hard. Of course, you come in with positives after a long break, after a good couple of weeks of training. Of course, you want away at City. You want to have a good start. You know, get through the first 10-15 minutes where they come for us and at us. But of course, with their own ball loss in midfield, with a turnover, and of course communication between keeper and centre back for the second, then you're within, you know, before the half hour we're 2-0 down, and it's going to be a long night. Looking for more goals, you know, looking like okay they're coming and more chances. So we had to really fight to go in with a 2-0 result at half time. So that made it very difficult for us.
Because of the position, at what point do you have to accept that going down looks very likely? Is that this point?
Yeah, of course. We live in reality. We know what the situation is in the table, points-wise. 12 points with 8 games to play. Mathematically, as I said before, it's not over, and we have the responsibility to keep going, and there's no other way than doing that.
Ruud, how do you motivate yourself? Because you, in your career, your playing career, you've never experienced anything like this. Most of the players, although some were relegated 2 years ago, even this kind of form wasn't there. How do you retain motivation?
Yeah, I think it has something to do with your personal pride and honor by doing the job as good as you can in any circumstance. That is my drive, and that's how I get up every morning. And that demands character, resilience in dealing with the situation that you're in, and accepting that, accepting reality, and look in the mirror, and go back to the players and staff to do better, and get the best out of people around you. That is how I try to do it.
Hi Ruud, just 2 shots today. I think it went down. Do you feel like this system is going to work eventually in terms of, you know, getting that goal and creating more in attack?
Yeah, you have to look at a bigger picture, of course, of the season. Not only this system that we use 3 games. I don't think it's you can take it into the discussion of a system or not. We've tried different options in different moments with tweaks in the way we played. Also the different personnel in different positions. I think overall it's you can take the conclusion that we struggle to score in any system. So it's something that is not down to a system, I think.
Obviously, it is 7 games in a row defeated, 7 games without a goal. What can you say to fans to make them want to keep coming back and keep coming to support your team? Because the situation does look pretty bleak.
It does. It does. As I said before on the previous question, for me the most important thing is that I stay at it and evaluate the games and be the best manager I can be within this situation with the team and with everybody at Leicester, working with this team to manage that the best way possible. That is my job, and in an extremely difficult moment that we're all in there together, and me first is I expect myself to be the first one to react in a good way, to keep working, doing the best I can with the people around me, and that's my focus at the moment.
Just check a couple of players. Harry Winks not in the squad today. Is that an injury or just a selection?
selection.
And Jamie off at half time. Any reason behind that?
No injury. Of course, it was a game where we are defending a lot, and in a sense, you could say I was resting him. Thank you, guys.